Yeah.
And now it's the Mountain Knight Assault. Because why not? So, we get news
Oh,
that says you on the mountain track here.
16.
And these guys move forward.
Good thing I got out when I did.
And we get one action this time around. Oh, wait, no, we have like a Z move as well. So, the strongest Z unit basically moves forward. I believe it's like these guys right here, I think. The
Yeah, they are the
Steam
strongest.
Mob.
Yeah, they're the strongest unit in the game at the moment.
Well, actually, I want to just do a quick check here. So, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I think it's these guys that move forward. So, they move up to the Luffy's Pass. So that's fun. They're moving at like a high speed, of course.
Yeah.
All right, we get like one action. I
I
guess
would.
we'll probably have like Mr. Johnson fire at these zombies again.
Yeah.
So he'll just keep on firing. All right, he rolls like 8, which basically means that he has like 3 hits, so the zombies are killed.
That's not so bad.
I'm gonna take this down here.
A
Put this
little
over and
bit
put it
of.
back in here
A little bit of. Yeah, a little bit of breathing room.
until they assault us.
Yeah.
All right, so that's a first action. What's the next thing you want to do?
Um. Scavenge. I'm going to scavenge with my character and scavenge with his leadership ability for ammunition.
Okay, roll as you wish. No
Nope.
dice.
Yeah. That sucks.
All right, so player action for me. Um, yeah, those zombies are moving closer and closer over there on the suburbia. I'm just trying to think. What would be better, softening up these zombies on your track, or trying to soften up the zombies basically on like suburbia or the highway track?
Um. I mean, this is the thing, isn't it? Which is that it, they're going to have a strength of 19 coming down the highway.
Yep.
Um.
I think the highway's probably important, but
Yeah. Well, to be honest, to be honest, it's a much of a muchness because the forest track is going to have 12 right on top of you really soon. There's going to be 6 coming from the southwest. I mean, the Furies might be able to hold. I
they
mean,
won't.
it's basically it's probably then to go to the highway then and try and buy some time, if nothing else.
Yeah, it seems like the best
Um,
idea. So I'll probably
yeah,
move these guys down here, and that'll be her go, I think.
yeah.
All right, so that's it for that turn. I think this is where things get really bad because
And
we have
not
a mine
already.
explosion. So the mine has exploded. So at the beginning of this phase, check the mine space. Any units that suffer there suffer 1 hit, but there's nothing there, so nothing basically happens.
Yeah,
Um, and then we have no units being entered at that place. We have the no entry there, so this goes over here.
at least it slows down the Zeds.
All right, so I'll note that the Zeds on the mountain track, they can't move forward, so that's fine. They're basically stuck there. We have Moon on the suburbia track, so these guys move over here. These guys move over here. And we move basically on the highway track, so these guys move over here and over here.
Yeah, there we go.
All right.
Now we enter end game.
We have basically 2 actions here. What's the plan?
Um, my character's going to keep falling back
Where do you want to go?
with his. I'm going to fall back to the east side. Really, that's the best place I can hold.
Okay.
And I use my leadership to pull the civilians with me to hold there.
Okay.
Maybe use the scavenger to try and scavenge, and hopefully we get lucky.
All right. So 2 dice for that. We got a 7. So he's basically got like a roll of 6 there. So that means he's at least going to get at least 1 ammo from that. So
Yeah. I mean, your character can try and shoot them if she wishes, but like she just doesn't have the gun skill at close range.
now I'll note there is a second option. We could try and send the
Yeah.
brawlers out to attack these guys.
Could we?
Yeah, with the killdozer.
It's 9 versus what, 5?
It basically be like a Z advantage for free, but they have like the killdozer, so they basically have like push it back down to like Z advantage of 1. They basically have to roll basically up to a 5 or 6 basic cause damage to zombies, and an 8 or 9 basic cause them to retreat. But it's an option I basically have access to.
Maybe. I mean, like you can try shooting at them, but you have you have a range skill of 2.
Right.
So to do any damage at all, you would have to get an 8 or 9.
Correct.
So it's much for muchness. Go for melee.
All right. So we'll send these guys out to like basically lead these guys.
Yeah.
They'll basically have like, of course, they're like killdozer, I guess, to like give them an advantage here.
Yeah.
Let's see how it goes. They rolled an 8. So with Z advantage of like 1, they cause 2 hits to the Zeds and 2 hits to themselves and force them back. So now note by the way, when we basically have like Zeds force back, they're gonna go back over here to this 2. And these guys can take a hit, I guess, over here. So flip them back over to their side. And
We need to roll to see it.
let's put hitting these guys right there, I guess.
Yeah. And we need to roll to see if the Amazonians, the Furies, take any damage.
They take 1.
Yeah.
So they take a hit. They're not dead yet, but they're getting there.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so that's basically it for the event action. We still have my player action to basically do something with.
You could try. This is the thing. I'm reading your card, DFuxa.
Yeah.
When it says the elite sniper, and it says 2 if they are adjacent. Now, for me, I don't know about you, but for me, if it just says adjacent, it has to be in the square next to it. So you should have.
Yeah, I have
3 when you're
I have attack of 4 basically when attacking like the square over there.
I was going to say you should have a 4 if you're shooting at the one that's a 5 with a space in between you.
Yep, I can shoot them for like gunfire attack of 4 right now.
Okay, so yeah.
Let's go for that, I guess.
Yeah.
And I lost a dice. Okay, we got an 8.
8.
So with a gunfire attack of 4, with an 8, we cause 2 hits. So let's kill off this zombie here, or flip him over, I guess. And they're a 1. So a little bit of damage done to them.
That's it. Yeah.
All right, this kill is just basically done. So let's throw it over here.
Yep. Oh boy.
And we'll flip over everything.
Flips.
All right, ready to go for next round?
Yeah.
Okay, the grease marker over here goes away, so let's put this over here. And we have like 9 event cards to go through, by the way. We've got through half the deck, by the way.
Only halfway through. I might put a cut in here now, then.
All right.
Well, this has been Dawn of the Zeds, folks. This is going to be a quick cut, and I shall see you for part 3 in a moment, folks. Let me just grab a sip of water quickly.
Yep, me as well, I think.
Welcome back to Dawn of the Zeds, Lord and Ladies, with myself, Cornish Knight, and my fantastic game master and co-host, DFuxa.
Hey ho.
Yeah, we're at the top of the turn order. We're gonna draw. We're only halfway through the event cards. So let's see how our doom becomes us.
Well,
Flip that card, Fuax.
we now have tough Zeds.
Oh boy.
At the beginning of this phase, place a new Zed unit on the mountain track start space. So, okay, new Zed unit will go here in mount track. And it's going to be
Not too bad.
a strength 5
Oh,
unit.
dag
And
nabbit.
we have to like place a tough marker on the strongest regular Zed units of your choice, apparently. Your choice is a tie. Until that eliminated, but for each hit it takes, it has to, take a roll, so that'll be fun.
It's gonna be the group coming down the mountain pass because that's a 16 strong unit.
So this guy gets a tough marker.
Yeah, that's gonna suck for anyone trying to face him.
Alright, so.
I
Alright, so.
blame all the high mountain air. It's turned the thin mountain air. It's turned all the zombies super tough.
Do you want the good news or the bad news?
Bad news.
Bad news is that these guys go over like this. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I had suspected that was what was going to happen.
And then these guys all go up like here too. So they're coming in for you at a fast pace, basically, but whatever.
Yeah, all that mountain hiking. I told you it's not good for this. Exercise is not good for you.
Alright, so we're going to get access to free actions this time around. What do you want to do?
Probably have our scavenger scavenge because we need ammo really badly.
Okay. So we'll use like, one of his like, action points for that. Roll dice.
Yeah. So 1 second. Come on, baby.
Nope.
Nope.
You want to go again?
Yeah.
Alright, we got 6, so we got at least 1 ammo.
So we've got 1 action left. He can't shoot. He's too far away. Maybe have your character use the action for your character to try and soften up the groups that are coming down the highway.
Alright, should I go after
Give
the
us a bit.
5? Should I go after like the 5 strength zombie or like, the two the weaker ones in front?
How about this? Maybe if we use your character action for that, but for the remaining event action that we have, maybe pull the Furies back into the downtown so they have the
Okay.
+2, so they don't get mauled out in the open,
So let's move
and
them right
then use
there.
your character. Yeah, and then use your character action to basically shoot the 5 strength one that's coming down range.
Alright. So I got myself attack of 8. We basically have 2 hits. I'll basically apply them, I guess, to like, the stronger zombie right here. And that's basically it for my player action. What do you want to do?
I'm going to scavenge. Scavenge with both my action and my leadership.
Okay. So you got yourself a 6, so you guys 1 ammo from that.
Not bad.
Alright, so that's basically it for our actions.
Yeah.
I think the end is nigh.
Yeah. The moment they come from the southwest, we're done for.
Brains.
Yeah.
Alright, so conduct this special turn only. So we have a Z unit get placed somewhere. So which track has a few Zeds on it? Probably Suburbia.
Surprisingly, it's the highway.
No, I think it's Suburbia actually, because they only got 2.
Yeah. Wait, didn't you clear one of the Zeds? Didn't you did 2 damage last turn? Didn't that kill off one of the Zeds?
No, just flip them over.
Okay. Then yeah, it is the suburban track that they're coming from then.
Alright, so we get to place a new Z unit on the Suburbia track over here. And then
Oh boy.
all tracks activate with each Z unit advancing 1 space. However, if a Z unit activation results in a combat that it wins, it immediately advances again. So we could lose right here.
You should move a space. They shouldn't be able to attack anybody this turn.
You're right. So they all move like basically 1, but that's it. So hooray!
Yeah.
You move here. You move here. You move here. You move here. These guys move here
Yeah.
and here. These guys move here and here and here. These guys move up this way.
I foresee our death coming through suburbia, to be honest.
All right, so after activating all Z units, this special turn is over. So next turn,
Okay.
a hero arrives.
Oh, thank goodness.
At the beginning of this phase, place a new random available hero unit in either the town center or start space. So, Hernandez has arrived. He's now
Is
in
he
play.
good for anything?
At this point, yes, he's very good. So, I recommend placing him in the start space of the town center, I guess, because that'll probably be where most useful, I guess.
Yeah.
So you can move right here. And let's see here. We basically have Z movement basically on the highway track, the suburban track, and the forest track, and we also have this strong guy basically moving up as well. So hooray! Everything moves basically.
Why is he moving on the mountain track when I can only see 3 places he's
There's gonna
moving?
be a pressure movement where the strongest guy moves, and they're the strongest one. These guy
Oh,
right here.
okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I understand now. Yeah.
All right,
Then
so
we're really.
let's just start with over here, I guess, on the highway track. So these guys get attacked by this strength free zombie over here.
Yeah.
And I guess we'll have let's have the brawlers basically defend against that, I guess. So
Yeah.
we'll roll 2 dice. Now they do have
Nine.
a train shift of 2 at least because they're on
Yeah.
the downtown area here. So with a shift of 2, they basically have human advantage of 2. So they basically take 1 hit and it costs 3 to the zombies.
Wipes the zombies out.
We'll kill off the weaker one here first. And these guys can move back over here. But here's the question, do they die? They do.
Yep.
We lost our brawlers.
Then we're pretty much done for at this point.
Alright, so now everyone else basically moves. You guys perform a new mob right here. These guys move up here. Next track is going to be Suburbia, so these guys move up to attack these civilians up here.
You get
So,
a +2, but yeah.
Zed's advantage is basically free, but it moves over 1, so it's his advantage of 1. So let's roll these dice for these guys.
Okay.
They get 10.
10.
So on basically a Z advantage of 10, the civilians take 1 hit and the zombies take 2. So these guys are flipped over. And they move back. And the civilians take 1 hit. And these guys move up, and these guys move up. And the forest track basically moves. So Mr. Johnson's I guess Mr. Johnson's gonna get attacked here. So hello.
Yeah.
He's got basically actually, you know what? I think I may want to have the civilians basically, I'll note that Mr. Johnson he has a special ability, by the way, that lets him cause damage to the zombies. But I think it's better for him to defend, I guess. So
yeah,
he's just gonna defend and hope for the best, I guess. So it's human advantage of 1 of him. So he's gonna have a 6 here. With human advantage of basically 1, he's gonna take 2 hits, and his zombies will take 2. So he's basically killed off unless he makes a saving throw. And he's killed. So he's or actually no, I didn't roll it right. He is killed. Okay,
yeah,
so he's dead.
He's dead. So yeah, we're pretty much done.
These guys are forced back with 2 hits on him, I guess. And of course, you have the guys moving up. So these guys move up over here. God damn it! These guys move up over here. And now finally we have, of course,
the big
these guys
fight.
attacking over here. I don't want to call it a big fight. You're about to get smushed. What do you want to do?
I could still win. Well, the problem is if we I can. What do you mean? What I can do? My character fights as the civilians fight.
Yep.
And
I recommend having Sheriff Hunt
I'm
fight.
Yeah, since I have tough and I have martial, so I can re-roll dice.
So I go for it.
Yeah, roll. I'm
You
gonna
get
re-roll one of those dice.
you have to reroll both of you if you reroll them, but you probably reroll anyway,
Yeah,
so go for it.
yeah,
Okay, you got an 8.
8.
So it's Z advantage of like 1, so they basically cause 2 damage to you, and you cause 2 damage to them. So you have to basically like
9.
roll for 2 hits. And Sheriff Hunt dies.
I'm Yeah.
So he did force him back, but at the same time, it didn't really matter, did
It's
it?
not. Yeah, it bought us probably a turn.
Okay, let's just give 2 hits to his zombies over here.
Yeah.
And that's basically it for that. So we get 2 event actions right now. Now, a note by the way, your hero's been killed off. And when that happens, you can basically choose yourself like a new hero unit basically to play with. So I guess that's the mayor.
Yeah.
You're the mayor now, by the way.
Thank you.
So I'll note that the mayor has some special actions that are useful, but when there's more heroes around.
At this point, yeah. Um. Oh, there's not a lot I can do. Um.
It's looking bad.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna be straight up honest with you, dude. Like at this point, it may just be worth throwing in the towel.
All right. So I'll note that we made to 6 events here. The next event card would have been an Undead Knight. So at the beginning of this phase, basically we had a new unit basically placed on the highway track, and of course um well, there would have been an defense bonus for Captain Piazza. So she would have been fighting these guys with a Z advantage of 2. So she would have been doing quite well right there, unfortunately. And of course the forest track is
Yeah, but
the same way.
well, the main issue would have been that you would have had the next time we would have had the mountain track. The mountain track would have just smashed through
Oh yeah, you're right.
to defend it.
The mountains would have attacked us as well because never
Zed.
mind, wrong one.
Yeah,
All right, well
yeah,
that's
but I
basically
meant
the Dawn of Zeds, by the way.
yeah.
What's your
I
thoughts
mean,
on the game?
sorry for like. I think it's a good game. I can see it's like with more players. Because the heroes have such a big impact.
Yep.
And the thing is, like, the less heroes you have, the harder it is to win. Because your heroes tend to have the real game changing abilities. For example, if we had had like one more player, we could have had them. If you had, for example, someone playing the Gathering character,
Yep.
we could have had, or even like the sheriff,
I will
the
note,
deputy
however,
sheriff.
that if we did have a second player, the zombies would move like twice on their pressure events.
Oh,
So
another player. Okay, then yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, if we'd had another human player, another hero, we could have subbed probably the deputy sheriff up in front of your ranger at the beginning, up in
mm,
front of your captain at the beginning, because she's really not meant to be on the front line. She's supposed to be like 2 squares back from the front line, sniping at them.
yep.
Um, I mean, we had also some really bad rolls early on. Like, for example, if I hadn't rolled so bad at the start and I had managed to kill off the Zeds early up here, I could have redeployed the sheriff down to the southwest. I mean, us losing the deputy sheriff really early on hurt because he was a melee specialist as well.
We also have that fate draw as
Uh,
well for St. Thomas.
Yeah, the like to be yeah, but if we think about it like this, like the fate draw for St. Thomas is annoying, but it could have been handled. But it was the mountain thing that killed us because we've got super tough Zeds
Yep.
coming out of the mountains, and we had no we really needed to have both the scavenging character and the melee brawler hero in the outskirts to basically put any kind of dent into them. because you needed to have the scavenger to shoot because he had the additional range damage close,
Yep.
and you needed the melee character who stood the best chance of holding off their attacks. Um, so yeah, I think we had a mixture of bad luck, really bad luck in the beginning,
Yep.
and yeah, I just don't. Yeah, maybe having to. I think the game's good. Like once you get the basic rules down, it goes quite quickly. It's just getting your head down. It's just getting your head around the rules. What do you think of it?
Um, well, I think we made some mistakes, by the way, just to throw it out there. It's
Yeah,
always important basically to keep your heroes alive, and basically the best way of doing that is to have like civilians basically soak up the hits in basic games. So we should be doing that a lot more.
yeah.
We also forgot to do something important, by the way. I think
What?
we should re-roll the dice,
Okay.
and we didn't really do that. We just like sort of like let them just like fizzle out, so to speak. But oh well.
Yeah. I mean, there are some strange things I will say about this. Like, for example, the fact that you can't merge units. Like, for example, you can't merge the civilian militias.
Yeah.
So it ends up with you having a bunch of like partially mauled militia units floating around that you can't like if it would been up to me, I would have had a rule in the game which allowed you to merge militia units, so you could get one unit that's actually capable of doing something than having two units that are basically just paper tigers.
Oh well.
Yeah, but that's just me. I think it's a good game. Like you said, I think we made mistakes, but it's a good solid game.
All right. Well. I guess I'll basically see you next time then for this Cornish.
Yeah. Thanks for inviting me to play this game, DFuxa. You always have a very interesting and enjoyable taste in board games. So, yes, I've been Cornish Knight. This has been my fantastic co-host Flax,
Hey ho,
and we shall see you all again next time for the next tabletop adventure that I'm sure the Flax will introduce me to. Goodbye, folks.
and goodbye to you all.